Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Well, we're on the way. Boxall. Oh, they could break here. Taremi! Marvellous goal!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it. Iran, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Iran make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Boxall. Quality ball. Hosseini. Godos. He is through here. Now here's the... Up he goes! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
New Zealand, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Moved on forwards. Might be done. And the shot! And another try!
New Zealand would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
That's a little off target. Now it's Wood. Probing pass. Dealt with nicely by the defence. He's in a great position here. Oh, good ball! Shoots! And again! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Boxall. And it's played forward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Taremi. Taremi. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. That has been knocked clear. Aim forwards. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Out to the right. That's a nicely shaped ball. Nice control. Time to deliver. No way through, so back it. Great chance! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the ball's come loose here. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And it's hoisted clear. He's had a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Taremi. Nicely intercepted. Boxall. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Hosseini. Godos. Has a look and place it forward. Gets good distance on it. Aim forwards. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Could move up a gear here, and that could set him on his way. He has found the way through. Wood. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's played forward, cuts out the pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Moved on forwards. Wood. Spread out to the left. Tries to get it clear. He whips it across. Do have a chance to counter here. Oh, easy pickings there. Ambitious ball here. Tries to dink it through. Real chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, Keane. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
They've played it short. Danger averted for now. It'll be a throw-in. Played into space out wide. Oh, that's nice. Looking for a decent ball in. And the shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Takes a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Ball's being played in here nice and early.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that.
Wood. It's a promising position. That is lovely. Aimed in towards the centre. That's really well manoeuvred. Taremi. Thinks one through. Oh, what a climb! He's got away with one there.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Wood.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Wood. It's a quick ball upfield. Taremi is onto it in a flash. Now it's Taremi. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Wood. Over to the left. Now that's a lovely exchange. That's very neat. A chance to play it in. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Climbs up big! Harmlessly behind. Hit into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety.
Iran really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Aim forwards. Well, that's well seen too. Vauxhall, moved on forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Driven forward. Well, played right into his path. He's having a shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's played forward. That's really well cleared. That's really well manoeuvred. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Played out to the right. Aim forwards. Cross needs to be good. Here comes the corner. That has been knocked clear. Shapes to shoot! It's a loose ball. Oh, good spread. That's tidy. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Played out to the right. Swings it. A header! Clears it away. And there's green grass ahead of him. Chance here to counter. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Taremi, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Vauxhall. Moved on forwards. Oh, it's played into the area. Here comes another. Oh, smashing header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Now it's Wood. Great defending, strong and determined.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's played forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Orsini. Oh, there's a probing ball. Taremi is onto it in a flash. Good chance here! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Does really well to win the ball there. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It's a mighty effort! Well, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Godos. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Aim forwards. Boxall. Played towards the front line. That's really well manoeuvred. Godos. Hosseini. Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Caresses it through. Will play through for the wide man. That's good play. There are a few waiting for it. Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And here's Taremi. Boxall. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Is onto it in a flash. Can he latch onto this? Showing good feet. Looking here to chip it through. The ball goes in. Cleared away. And they've got rid. Up towards the front line. That has been cut short. And here's the chance to counter. Wood. That's going to go a long way. Oh, nice touch. And that's aimed into the middle. And that is as far as they're going to go. Lovely, now he's having a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson for them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
And it's played forward. Clears it away. Now it's Wood. Moved on forwards. That's a nicely weighted diving header! Could be danger here. Chooses to go back. Tries to get it clear. Shot a goal! Wins the duel this time. That's really well manoeuvred. Iran, half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And he's picked it up out wide. Played into the middle. That has been knocked clear. Aim forwards. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, a delicate chip through. Godos. Moved on forwards. And it's been played through. And he's heaved it away. Taremi. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. He's gone for the shot! And he's there to get it away. Defending of the desperate variety. Can he spark a counter here? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Lovely feet. Delivered with... Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself. He is just caressing the ball. Brilliantly cut out. And the counter is on. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Physical challenge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's hoisted clear. And it's played forward. Clears it away. Looking to break at pace. Now it's Taremi. And he cuts out the supply. Long ball looking to counter. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Forward it goes. Taremi, now he's off and running. Aim forwards. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Now it's Wood. He's shifting through the gears here. He can get that clear. Now it's Wood. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Going for goal! This time, surely! And he thumps it clear. Same again, same outcome.
New Zealand really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And that has been cleared. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Iran are in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Taremi. In with the challenge. And here's Taremi. Taremi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Moved on forwards. Now who's going to be first to this? Boxall. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, that's neat. Climbs up big! Oh, not the best of headers. Now it's Wood, out to the right. He's got away. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Played it on. Oh, smashing header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Up he goes! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Cross goes in there. And he's there to clear it. And that was very necessary. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's managed to get free. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. Plenty waiting in the middle. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, this looks sharp. Taremi is onto it in a flash. And there's the shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Iran really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
That's really well manoeuvred. And it's played forward. Taremi, now he's off and running. And he's picked out the run. Boxall moved on forwards. Godos. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's played forward. And the pass is intercepted. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Taremi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Wood. And he's found Wood! That was superb goalkeeping!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's been taken short. Can he deliver? Now here's the delivery. Clears it away. Throw it. Now that's a fine challenge. And that's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. Taremi. Tries a deft little ball. Taremi being hunted in packs.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now. Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He's on it, can he get away? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's a nice ball. That's the keeper's ball. Oh, that's well done, really robust. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
The worst choice he could pick. He needed to get his head up and see the outlet to his right.
Moved on forwards. Oh, Red, nice interception. Iran are still that goal to the good. That's really well manoeuvred. Some good work on the right flank here. Gets into some space. Oh, sweet feet. So who's he picking out? This looks promising. And it's played forward. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's on a charge. Clearly not happy with that. Wood. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. That has been knocked clear. Tries to get it clear. That's really well manoeuvred. Godos. That's been drilled forward. Taremi is onto it in a flash. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Taremi played out to the left flank. Moved on forwards. Gets it away. And claimed it back swiftly. Aim forwards. Calmly anticipates. Boxall. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's hoisted clear. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And he goes cross-field. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Up towards the front line. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's played forward. Moved on forwards. Nicely shaped cross. Tries to get it clear. Referee's given a throw. And that's really well manoeuvred. And here's Taremi. Muscular approach does pay off here. Wood. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Deftly away. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Iran clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Boxall. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up.
New Zealand truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
And it's played forward. Keeps on running. Back in once more.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Driven forward. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Proves too strong. Now it's Wood. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Godos cuts out the pass. Wood. And the shot! That's caused a worry or two.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Iran have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
Aim forwards. Oh, there's a probing ball. Out to the left it goes.
Iran clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Wood. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now that's well seen too.
Iran surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Aim forwards. Oh, well measured. Gets his head on it! Oh, that could cost them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Played out to the right. Well read, nice interception. Pinged towards the front line. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's in space and looking for options.
New Zealand really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Taremi. Played with finesse. Tries a shot! They've scored! Two ahead, late in the day. Game over surely. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
The changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Can he get onto this? That's a throw. Defending of the desperate variety. Boxall. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Aimed in towards the centre. There's the shot! He scored!
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And here's Taremi. Taremi has been caught there, it's foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's gone direct. It's anyone's ball now. That is good strength.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That's really well manoeuvred. Nice looking ball. And he's there to clear it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he cuts out the supply.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
It's a quick ball upfield. Punched away. Succumbs to the pressure.
New Zealand really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Taremi. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Iran can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Final seconds, this has to be it. Moved on forwards. Oh, not quite. But there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Godos. And here's Taremi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Taremi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Boxall, and it's played forward. Out to the right. Now it's Wood. Wood. Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! They have stolen level at the last! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
All square again into the dying minutes. Aim forwards. Taremi, now he's off and running.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he thumps it clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Hangs one in. Oh, what a climb! In he goes again! Oh, he's really drilled it. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Moved on forwards. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's going to have his name taken. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. It would! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Tries a measured ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Climbs up big! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Played into space. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further. It's a mighty effort! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And time is up. Iran played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around the stadium.